Mm.
Just two more points before we go. One is that uh, I wanted to just point out one of the ironies. When I was able to get into Bruce's, or had someone get into Bruce's PC, uh, and I just wanted to ask this about Bruce's death. He actually, it looks like, bought glazed tiles for his bathroom. And I have tiles through most of my house. They're usually rough, that if your feet are wet, you're not going to slip. But glazed tiles are more like glass, hence the glaze. I was wondering, it seems an irony. Bruce did die in his bathroom, and I'm wondering if getting those glazed tiles, he slipped on them because they were slipperier than what he had before. Do we know anything about his last day there and how he actually
Yeah,
died?
all that we know is that probably that Saturday afternoon, he slipped in the bathroom and hit his head on the back, fell backwards, hit the radiator, and sometime
Uh,
later died. We really don't know how fast that happened or any of it, but that looks to be what happened because there was never a coroner's inquest. There was
mm,
never, an autopsy or any of that. I mean, frankly, at that point, he was dead. We didn't care that much about those issues, and so
yeah.
all we know is that's the most probable thing, but exactly what happened, we don't know.
And I just want to say to people who are watching this, uh, there's 576 poems in the two books that I put as publishable. But I know there's a poem called "What Shadow" that Producer remembers is the first poem she ever read of Bruce, and Bruce didn't remember it. And I'm pretty sure that there's probably Bruce was kind of slovenly in how he kept the things together. Anyone out there who ever encountered Bruce or got poems from Bruce in a magazine or was in the Twin Cities and exchanged stuff with Bruce, if you have any poems that if you buy these books and you don't see those poems in there, let me know. Contact me through Alex or Cosmoetica or whatnot, because I'm sure that there probably are a few hundred poems, and probably a good percentage of them, 40 or 50% of them, are good poems or better. Uh, this is an ongoing process. It just isn't these are the poems. There are hundreds of poems of Bruce there that were not good. Uh, and there are poems out there in someone's folders that knew Bruce back in '98 or something like that. Contact me, let me know, because as I said, as the years go by, if someone comes up and emails me 120 poems that they exchanged with Bruce, Bruce wrote, for example, a 74-page, 74 poem book on apples. I don't just on apples. I know only two of them I include in the thing, but literally he wrote about apples, whether it was Apple Records by the Beatles or apples, eating an apple of an apple a day kind of thing. So anyone out there, let me know if you have any lost Bruce Ario poems. Go ahead.
And right before we say goodbye, for the patrons, Dan Schneider and I are going to have a bonus show. We're going to be discussing the top 100, the recent thing from 2022, the 2022 list from Sight and Sound. Right, there's a director's list. There is a critics list. So we're going to discuss some of those films, compare the top film to Roman Polanski's Repulsion. They're about 10 years apart. There should be some interesting contrast there. Maybe discuss Russian music, some Elon Musk developments, plus a bunch of other topics. There's always something to talk about. So if you're a patron, please stick around and you will get that conversation as well. So Dan and Joe, thank you for doing this show. And for the viewers, we'll see you again very soon.
Thank you.
So Joel, I just wanted to ask,
Recording stopped.
since when he's not recording, I just wanted to ask. I sent an email about a month and a half ago about, are you or Dave or any of the brothers, can you set up like just a small account so that when I put the Bruce's books up there, that whatever, if he makes $1 or $2 per book, can go into that account, and then you guys can do with whatever money he gets what you want.